CodingWala, and today we have a very special guest. His name is Paul Jones, a dedicated entrepreneur whose life revolves around building meaningful connections and empowering others, known for sharing his experience, resources, and network. And Paul, thank you so much for giving me your precious time. And how are you?
Okay, first of all, my former name is Paul Jones. My legal
Hmm.
name is PJ Entrepreneur. Okay,
Okay.
I used to have a Facebook account under PJ Entrepreneur, but I expressed my opinions about masks and vaccines, and Facebook blocked my account. It's been over 3 or 4 years now, and Mark Zuckerberg is evil. So please call me PJ Entrepreneur. That's my name. Paul Jones is my former name, which is a famous
Okay.
brand on Amazon for men's clothing.
Okay. Great to know that PJ entrepreneur. So let's move to the question and answer session. My first question is to you that is, my first question is to you that is, what role does data how do you measure success when working with entrepreneurs at different stages?
What's the question again?
Yeah, the
How do
question is, yeah, the question is, how do you measure success when working with entrepreneurs at different stages?
well, I look at people who pay attention to detail and who can solve problems. When they come across a problem, they find the answer and solve it. If they get stuck, then those are not the right people for me to work with.
Yeah, that's a great way to do it. So my next question is, what originally motivated you to dedicate your life to entrepreneurship?
Well, it just happened. When I was 9 years old, I started my first business because I came from a very poor family and my parents did not have money to give me the things that I wanted to buy. So I started picking up stones on the beach, and then I got some clear nail polish from my aunt and put that on the stones and made jewelry out of it and sold it. And since when I was 9 years old, I was a cute little kid with hair on my head, and I could sell them easily. And then I leveraged that, and I got a lot more money, and then I bought professional rock tumbling equipment to tumble them for many days and polish the stones and make better jewelry. Eventually, I made enough money, and I got into the woodworking business. Buying equipment and stuff like that to make wood things, and eventually I had a machine to make oval picture frames. Um, and that's my beginning. I didn't set out to be an entrepreneur, but I became one, and I've been involved in more than 150 different companies in one way or another, either founding them or funding them, or usually I have an interest in them, advising them. Not every one of them was a success. Out of all that, I would say a lot of mediocre, some many failures, and about four huge successes beyond my dreams. One of them allowed me to shut my business down and travel for 10 years around the world, spending money like a crazy man and still not running out.
That's really great to know that. So what were you thinking at that time when you started at the business at the 9 years or
I just
9 years?
I
Yeah.
wanted to have money. So in order to have money, you have to have a way to make it, and nobody's going to hire me at 9 years old. So I
Hmm.
had to figure out something that I could do. Find some resource like stones on the beach and turn them into something that somebody was willing to pay for.
That's a really great thing. So how was your first business at the age of 9, and how's now?
Well, I accidentally came across a stone that was really beautiful, and when it was wet, it was beautiful. But when it was dry, it was not so beautiful. So I got this idea to put clear nail polish on it, and that's how it started. But eventually, I polished the stones professionally, so the shine did not wear off. So hot here because I just walked up the hill.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. No, no issue. Nice to know about your first business. So, how's your life and business going on now? So, which company are you
Well,
like?
right now I'm supposed to be
Yeah.
retired, but I never retire. So I'm working on many things, actually, helping people in the Philippines because I came back here to give back. Because of the Philippines, I made a lot of money. And so I feel an obligation to the people here. Many of them are very poor, and so I came here to do some things to give back. I don't want to hire any employees, but what I do is I share my resources and I help people to learn things like GHL, high level. I don't know if you're familiar with that AI platform, um, and salesprocess.com and many other things. And I'm also building a 19-room co-living, co-working space for blockchain and AI technology, and we're going to launch startups from there. Maybe one day we'll invite you there if you qualify. Um, we
Sure,
did
sure.
invite one Pakistani guy who came over here, and he
Mhm.
came and landed in Manila, and I think he had culture shock. He didn't like the food, and he saw too many beautiful girls, I think. And finally, he came to Davao, and he wasn't here to a ticket to go home. So I don't. But anyway, I will be coming to Karachi sometime, and I may bring some calisthenics athletes with me because we're forming calisthenics parks all over the world, starting with the Philippines. But our plan is to have them all over the world, so people that can't afford to go to a gym can use their body weight to get fit. And we plan on coming to Karachi and at some point making a calisthenics park over there and connecting it with video and screens. So we can share it around the world with live streaming, and calisthenics athletes can, show themselves around the world, and people will be watching from all over. So it's part of my Entrep Communities program, which is a blockchain technology platform that connects recreational land to the blockchain. And if you hang on one second, right now I don't have a very good background, but I'll show you. Um, I'm at
Sure, sure,
Entrep Community Compound right now, which is one
sure.
of our properties, and I will show you some view if I can. Um,
Yeah, I would love to. I would love to see it.
Yeah, I don't know if you can see it. There's a guy cutting grass out there.
Yeah, I can
It's
see
not a
it.
very good view right now, and probably I
Mhm.
should have planned it a little bit better. But I'm very short on time, and I wanted to fit you in. So
Thank you.
you're lucky because
So
usually I don't have time for anybody.
yeah, I'm very lucky. Thanks so much for your time, PJ.
Okay.
Well, first of all, welcome to Pakistan, and I hope you will love the journey of being in Pakistan. So my next question is to you: from which business you make the lot of money?
Well, the last business that I had, I was doing affiliate marketing and email marketing, and that I shut it down in the end of 2009, early 2010, because I was not having fun anymore. I was in the Philippines from 2006 to 2010, and I made incredible amounts of money. But towards the end, I had 150 people. It just was not fun anymore, and it was getting more and more difficult, and the pay per click was getting more and more expensive, so harder and harder to make money, and a big responsibility to pay 150 people. So I decided one day I'm not having fun. I'm going to shut it down. I'm going to travel around the world for the rest of my life. But I spent my money too fast. So in 10 years, I had to come back. And I have this idea of giving back and building some kind of a business that's more about helping people to earn themselves. After they earn a certain amount, they can contribute to things like my electric bill and my air conditioning and things like that. But right now, I'm just trying to help people to learn skills and be able to monetize them so that they can be self sufficient. And in the new world, you don't need to have an employer. You are an entrepreneur and you need to have many skills, more than one, because you always need a backup plan. And if you learn many skills and have multiple streams of income, you will never have to worry about how to survive in the future. And you better learn AI, whatever you do.
Yeah, that's a really good advice. Nice to know that. Thank you. So my next question is to you: how to apply the mindset of an entrepreneur to our life?
Well, I think you always need to look for opportunities, and they're everywhere. I get so many ideas that I can't carry them out. But right now, I'm starting to build a team of people around me who have an entrepreneur mindset. I need to grab this call because this
Sure,
is the
sure, you can.
hello. Yeah, is this PLDT? Who is this? Okay, are you here? I'm not going to accept that. Listen, I want you to come here. I have pictures of all the polls. You come here and let's talk about it together.
We can just wait. He's doing the very important call, so you'll be back in just some seconds. So we will continue. Thank you.
You see, sometimes you have to talk to them in a forceful way after many days, actually many years of them saying no, 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 and the fiber's right out on my pole. And I have a copy of the
Okay.
contract that they have. These people are so lazy, they don't want to work. So they just say, not available, sorry.
Yeah, absolutely. So, what do you want to say? What kind of advice you want to give that kind of people who is very lazy, who don't want to work?
Well, see, those people have a job and they get paid whether
Hmm.
they do their job or not.
Hmm.
So
Yeah,
for
absolutely.
me, I would rather pay those people based on success. So if they
Hmm.
get something hooked up, they should get paid. But if they don't, if they just say not available, then they shouldn't get paid.
Yeah, absolutely. If you are getting paid, so you have to give the time. You have to do your job.
Right.
That's a
Yeah,
really
but
a
these
good
people,
perspective.
maybe it's a difficult job because it's on a hill and there's a lot of poles, but it needs to
It's
be
your
done.
job.
You
Yeah,
know,
it's your job.
the government
Absolutely.
gives this company the right to have, fiber optic telecommunications, and they need to serve the public.
Absolutely.
Otherwise, maybe they should give a different company the right to do it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm sure the
So,
same happens in Pakistan too, although I think the internet is better there. At least
yeah,
when I was
absolutely.
there, it was surprisingly better than I was expecting.
So you been in Pakistan?
Yeah, I came there, I don't know, maybe like 8 or 9 years ago. Um,
Oh, great.
what happened is Rehan Alawala, he kept
Hmm.
inviting me there. And as an American, we're brainwashed. And I kept telling him, no, I'm not going to go to Pakistan. I'm afraid because there's
Okay.
terrorists there, right? So eventually I met Rehan in Singapore and we met
Hmm.
this guy, Tony Buzan, who invented mind maps. And we had a couple of good days together.
Hmm.
And then after that, I was invited back to Pakistan to speak in an internet marketing event. Um,
Okay.
Rehan wasn't there, but I did get to visit his company and some of his
Hmm.
relatives. Um, and I had an amazing time. I couldn't believe the hospitality. The food was great. The people were great. And I looked everywhere. I couldn't find one terrorist. I could probably find one in New York City easier than in Karachi, at least where I was. I don't know. I mean, they're everywhere. So I don't worry about that. But the people of Pakistan was so hospitable. It was really unbelievable. And I'm coming back, and hopefully, I will bring some people with me.
Yeah, welcome to Pakistan. You will enjoy more now because it's the time has been changed now. Technologies have come in Pakistan, a lot of technology, and people know a lot of things in Pakistan. So you will enjoy more now. So my next question is to you. That is, what core values guide the way you support and collaborate with entrepreneurs?
Say again.
Yeah, my question is, what core values guide the way you support and collaborate with entrepreneurs?
What goal will I have?
Core values
Oh,
guide
core
the way.
values.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
the first thing is people have to be honest. If they're not honest, and I test people all the time with little tests, but if they're not honest, I get rid of them. I don't want to work with people like that. Uh, if there's bad news, I want to hear the bad news, and let's talk about how to solve the problem. Um, that's a really important thing. And again, I like people who can look at a problem and figure out how to solve it. Now we have access to ChatGPT and many other things. There's no excuse for figuring out how to solve something, or at least trying. Maybe you'll fail. Maybe you have to try over and over again. Maybe you can share it with the team and we can figure it out together. But a lot of people will get stuck and say, oh, it can't be done, and then give up. I don't accept that.
Yeah, you are absolutely right. Nowadays, have for like solving a problem is very easy because there we have ChatGPT. We have a lot of tools to explore. If we want to do it, we can do it. But we need the thing that never giving up attitude. If we have that attitude of giving up, so like we can't solve any problem. So like if you're gonna try 10 to 15 times to solve a problem, you can easily solve the problem. So it's always depend on the, you're absolutely right, it's always depend on the attitude of never giving back. So my next question is, how do you define meaningful impact in your line of work?
Well, I help lift people up from poverty and show them how to earn their own money from their skills. If they don't have any skills, I teach them some skills so that they can earn.
Great perspective. And my next question is to you, that is, what qualities do you look for before choosing to collaborate or share resources with someone?
Well, for people who collaborate, I look for people who have good ideas and complementary skills to me. Like, for instance, I'm not a technical person. I'm a marketing person and a connector, much like Rehan. I connect a lot of people around the world. Sometimes I end up making some money from it. I don't care about the money. I'm more about caring about connecting people and see if we can get something to work. Sometimes I make money, sometimes I don't. But I don't do it for the money. I do it for the success. The other thing I would like to bring out is a lot of people think that failure is a bad thing. I think people should have no fear of failure because it just means you didn't get it right that time. That's how you learn. In school, they teach you that failure is bad. Failure is good if you keep trying. It's only a failure if you
Absolutely.
give up.
You really absolutely. So what do you want to say about connections, like building connections, how connections help us in
I
our
think
life?
that's the most important thing is getting to know people with different ideas, different backgrounds, and if you get the opportunity to travel even within your own country, travel, meet people, talk to them about their business, try to solve problems for them. Not every business owner has the time to think about like how to implement AI, how they could make their life easier by using AI. And it doesn't necessarily mean you have to fire somebody. It means you can expand your business with the same people. Hang on one
Yeah,
second.
absolutely. Sure.
Hello. Yes, sir. Sir, this is Evan from Cruising. Okay, so your PL Hello. The PLDT.
Is listening a very important call. We have to wait for 2 to 3 minutes. Just wait. Just wait. We can just wait now for 2 to 3 minutes. Yeah. PJ, if you were busy, so can we end up the session?
Hello.
Yeah. Hello. So
Okay. I think it's
yeah.
very boring. I hope you're not live streaming this because it must be very boring for the people watching me yell at the fiber installer who's lying about
Yeah.
coming to a site visit. They never came here and they just keep lying.
Okay, that's don't worry. Like, okay, let's move on from it. My next
Okay.
and next question is to you. That is what next and last question is to you. What kind of advice you want to give to the people, to the teenager who want to be like, who want to make money in their life and who want to be successful?
Well, I think people should not focus on making money. They should first focus on solving a problem that people are willing to pay for, and then they'll make money.
Okay.
So you need to first
Oh,
find a problem that's big enough and a pain point enough that someone will pay to solve it. Once you find that, then you figure out how to find a few people that will pay you, and then after that, you figure out how to scale it within your neighborhood, within your city, within your country, or around the world.
yeah, that's a very great thing to do, and that's a very great advice. Actually, thanks so much. So we are gonna end this session, and thank you for PJ for giving me precious time, and I hope you enjoy it. I enjoyed it a lot personally, and that was like you were my childhood friend. That was like I was talking to you in that way.
Okay.
So
Well,
nice to
now
know
is my
about your journey.
no. Go
Yeah.
ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, nice to know about your life journey, your business, entrepreneurship, and people, the way you're helping people. That's a really awesome thing. Thanks so much.
Okay, now I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Yeah,
Okay,
sure.
you're a CodingWala. Tell me
Yeah.
what you're working on. What interesting projects are you working on?
Actually, we are working on on the things like we have some websites of Rehan school websites, like Rehan Academy website, ACCL. We have some courses we are like working on it, and I'm the part of the our coding team. Like we are working on the websites. I will send you the link. You will have to check about that, and that's the website we that's built by us. Like, and we are
And what?
working and we are working like with AI. We don't I don't know how to do manual coding. I'm just
Okay,
doing it with the help of AI.
okay. So are you using vibe coding or what?
Yeah, yeah, vibe coding, absolutely right. Vibe
Okay.
coding.
Well, yeah, I'm interested to see your work. So maybe you can send me some samples. And
Yeah, sure, why not.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much for the interview. And you're one of the lucky ones. Now a whole bunch of people will contact me and say, "You told me no. Why did you do it with him?" Anyway,
Yeah, yeah, I'm very lucky. Thanks so much for your precious time. Thanks so much.
okay. And sorry about all the delays, but this stuff was
No
more
issue,
important.
no
Okay.
issue. Yeah,
Okay. Take
that's
care.
your business. Thank you, take care of
Okay.
yourself.
And
Thanks
do me
so
a
much
favor,
everyone.
send me a link to this recording, or if you can download it and send it to me on WhatsApp if you can.
Send me your number and I will send it. Okay.
Okay, I'll do that. Thank
Yeah,
you.
thank you.
Take
Thank you.
care.
Thanks so much, everyone. And Allah Hafiz. Have an awesome day. I hope you really enjoyed it. That's the way how I enjoyed it. Thank you. Bye bye.